this. We got so much rain last night. I was a little nervous that we're gonna get flooding in my area. Fortunately, I think I'm okay. There was terrible flooding in many of the areas in Houston, and that's never a good thing. People are kind of stranded. I think a lot of the schools are closed this morning. A lot of businesses are closed. Yeah, it was really a downpour. Like it started, I don't know, maybe around 9 o'clock last night, and it stopped about 10 minutes ago. A lot of nonstop rain, loud thunder, and just electric lightning storms. I lost power for all of 5 seconds, so I'm very lucky. Because without power, I wouldn't have hot water and I wouldn't have coffee, and let's face it, we wouldn't be talking. But yeah, despite it raining so much, I did this morning. So I got those plants this weekend, and I have them on my balcony. No matter how much rain we get, the plants are not out in a spot where they're gonna get rainwater. So I still have to water them. I'm very new to the world of plants. Maybe I'll have to go out there and show you guys, but I got a tomato plant, a Japanese eggplant, and this chocolate mint plant, which I'm most excited about and seems the most promising, and then like parsley or something. I really am not too optimistic that the tomato or the eggplant are gonna take off and produce, because I don't get a lot of sunlight in that area, and I realize that. The glass is 20% full type in this situation, and I was reading online that sometimes if you have tomato plants in kind of partial shade, they just mature more slowly, and the fruit, the tomatoes that you get off of the plant, are actually more flavorful than if they quickly ripen in a lot of sun and bright sunlight. So maybe I'll just be getting more of an heirloom tomato. I think heirloom tomatoes actually do pretty well in partial shade, but like I said, I have no gardening experience. Actually, that's not true. When I was in college, I got the wild, bee in my bonnet, and I grew pumpkins, and I think I grew watermelons. I definitely grew pumpkins, and that was really fruitful. It worked. I did really well with that, minimal effort. I think they pretty much grow themselves though. I had like a little above, it was like a little like above ground bed. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to say above ground pool, but that's not what it was. It was like a raised bed, there you go, that I constructed myself. And how that thing withstood, I have no idea, because I'm not like an expert craftsman by any means, but my baked goods candle, this is a win. I don't know if I've had this set before. This is one I got on clearance last week. They were having that 3-day sale, Tuscany candle, $4.95 or whatever. This is really a good scent. It's a nice kind of sweet, like it says, sweet warm bread. It does smell like that. This would be good kind of in November time when you're transitioning to more holiday scents, October, November. It's good all year round. I'm really more of a bakery scents than fruity floral scents. So yeah, oh, I don't know if you guys noticed my new pillows that I got this weekend. I was gonna say Ross, TJ Maxx, Maxxinista. I put them on my chairs. They look pretty good, if I do say so myself. Here, I'll show you guys. Yeah, so this rose pillow, I don't know, I just really like it. And then I put this one, as a little more bountiful here with I have this other pillow. I just accidentally flipped it. The one with the kookaburra. I think that's what that is, from the RSPCA. A viewer sent me this. It was a handkerchief, and we converted it into a pillow, a throw pillow. Doesn't that look nice? Anyways, yeah, it's a little throw pillow update, but it's pretty sticky, icky, grody out. But I'll show you my little garden out here. I even left the tag on my plant so you guys could see. It's this Ikebana type Japanese eggplant. I think it might do okay there. I mean, I don't know, it's pretty healthy. Here's the chocolate mint. It smells fantastic. I was thinking that this summer that this would be really good to get some of the sweet leaf drops, the chocolate flavored drops. And I thought that'd be good with black tea and this chocolate mint. And there's my tomato plant. I really hope it does okay. And you have to have these special cages for them to grow on. And then this gizmo, my mom has had for some time and is not using it, so she donated it to my little plant cause here. Here's my parsley. Then I got a little watering can. So I'm all set. But I'm kind of optimistic, and I'm thinking that whatever happens to these happens. Let it grow. But I'm optimistic that maybe closer to the end of the summer, maybe I'll start planting cabbage or radishes, because I think those will do really well out here actually. And those are kind of more pan-seasonal, and they do well in quote winter, although it never gets super cold here. So I think they'll do well. Maybe I'll get a few more herbs. Basil, I think basil would be good, although I think that requires a lot more sunshine as well. And you know, I had a light bulb moment the other day. You guys have seen in some of my like Walgreens videos, I think I point out that La Roche-Posay makes a sunscreen that contains Mexeril in it that you can buy here in the States, because Mexeril actually is one of the filters that is technically approved. And La Roche-Posay has kind of ownership of it, and they only make one sunscreen with it, and it's SPF 15. I'm always like, come on, La Roche-Posay, is that as good as you can achieve, SPF 15? But you know what, I don't know, maybe it was last night I came to realize, like, yeah, that actually probably is as good as they can get, because in the States, we have so few filters that they can play around with and mix and match to get higher SPFs. And we cap the amount of avobenzone that can be put in sunscreens. So for example, like a lot of the European sunscreens or Japanese, they'll have Mexeril in them, but they'll also have avobenzone. Mexeril and some of these other filters kind of help stabilize avobenzone and prevent it from degrading as readily upon UV exposure. So they can use more avobenzone. They can also use Uvinol. Uvinol is another filter that blocks just UVA broadly, UVA 1 and UVA 2. We don't have that here. So you know, it's not merely getting one or two extra filters. It's getting more. The more we have, the merrier, because then they can blend different combinations of filters and make some, you know, make them that are high protection and less irritating. I think that's one of the main issues with the chemical sunscreens here, among many issues, is that one of the filters that are in many of them is oxybenzone, which stings and is the filter that is most likely to be irritating and problematic for people. And, you know, manufacturers, they kind of have to dump that in there, I suspect, to give good broad coverage. Kind of like Neutrogena sunscreens with Helioplex. They're all avobenzone plus oxybenzone. And that's irritating. It burns around the eyes and it's not pleasant. So yeah, I'm really optimistic that those filters one day we'll have them here. But honestly, you know, in reality, I mean, I hate to be pessimistic, I don't think we ever will, just because of the process of how over-the-counter drugs are regulated. But I feel like sunscreen is on, like, under this intense magnifying lens that seems bizarre and not in keeping with all the other over-the-counter drugs that we have. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's excessive scrutiny over sunscreen, and it's just not, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, of all the stuff we sell over the counter, like, why is sunscreen so feared? And, you know, there's a lot of phobia around sunscreen ingredients. You know, think of all the crap in Sephora and Ulta. You know, when you walk into Walgreens or whatever and you see the 900 variants of oil of Olay, like none of that has the same level of scrutiny or efficacy. So, you know, the media hyping up the data on detecting sunscreen in the blood, like I said in my video, that's nothing new. But, you know, like, I don't understand why we zone in and focus on these few ingredients when, I mean, just walk into any store, there are like 9,000 things that you put on people put on their skin willingly. And what's to say that any one of those is not being absorbed systemically? Like, I'm not trying to make you fearful of I don't know, oil of Olay. But like, I just don't get the divide. And I don't understand the beliefs, the firm, fixed belief that natural ingredients and that this like quote clean beauty is somehow safer. Like, I mean, lavender oil, for example, people eat that up. They'll put it on and, you know, choose products that have that because it's promoted as clean beauty. And, you know, not to fearmonger around lavender oil, but, you know, of course, what I'm going to say, it's fragrance, it can be irritating, it can cause vasodilation in the skin, irritation. It's an essential oil, you can develop an allergy to it. The typical stuff I say about fragrance. But with lavender oil, I believe there are actually some case reports of lavender oil and gynecomastia in males, which is breast development. And nobody ever brings that up. You know, all of the endocrine disrupting, and like lavender oil somehow gets a free ride. Like lavender oil gets a free ride, and I don't understand it. Why that's the case. I think a lot of things have to do with lobbying groups and financial gains outside of what, you know, we're totally aware of. Certain lobbying groups, environmental lobbying groups, they, you know, for whatever reason have honed in and have a vendetta against sunscreen. But lavender oil is just free range. Anyways, that's my little 2 cents. But speaking of insult to your skin, this past weekend I enjoyed, I don't know, all of 2 seconds of swimming in my pool. I mean, by my pool, I mean my apartment complex pool. And I'm hopeful that, I don't know what happened to my rash guard. I think I might have chosen to donate it since I wasn't ever using the pool, and now I have the bee in my bonnet that I'm enjoying the pool. So I'm hoping that Costco got in some Hang 10 rash guards. They typically get them in pre-summer. Speak of the devil, just hanging out here, guilty. That being said, I kind of would like to get one of these for my little growing hobby here, because I believe they deter mosquitoes. I could be wrong about that. This is one of those that needs a full sun. I think this is actually hard to grow. But look how pretty those are. Oh, Costco is promoting that they got a bunch of bedding in. I saw that in the Costco connection. Yeah, if you're an executive club member, you get the Costco connection, which is a scintillating periodical that I read cover to cover each time it comes. But anyways, they were promoting that. They were going to get in bedding stuff. They've got these Kate Spade sheets. I don't need new sheets. But if you are looking for new sheets, I cannot recommend the Charisma more strongly. They are the most comfortable sheets. They are really smooth and they have that cool, crisp sensation. Very breathable. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about them. Shots in the club. Okay, just kidding. This is something that I never would buy and never would willingly drink like a whole can of, but have always been curious to taste. And this is why I love Costco. I can sample and see what it tastes like. This is the Canada Dry new orange ginger ale. It's quite good. It's kind of like what is that Italian citrus soda? I'm blanking on the name. Orangina? No. Anyways, it's good. Score, they're sampling out Shin bars. It's another thing that I never bought. Hi, I'm doing well. I'll try the pineapple. Go over here to the corner. Eat my outshine sample in shame. Or buy the classic mix of Lay's. Oh, that's good. That's really good. All right, so good news. Costco got in the Hang 10 Sun UPF 50 sun protective tees. Same kind of style as they were last year with the, I got this blue or cerulean color with the pouch in the back. Very handy for running. These are really comfortable. So yeah, they had a few other patterns. All right, and then I don't know if it was that frozen pineapple popsicle that I sampled in Costco, but shortly after I consumed that, I saw this. I was like, I'm in the tropical mood. And so I got, this is peaches, mango, strawberries, and pineapple. It's organic. I purchased the organic pineapple at Costco before, the Kirkland brand, and it was not very good the most recent time I purchased it. So I'm hoping the pineapple in this is better quality, but at least it's not the so low ingredient. So I hope that will be good. And I also got organic rice cauliflower. And Costco, of course, I got my spinach and my celery. I went ahead and got bananas again because I am out of those. I like to chop them into thirds and freeze them so that I have them throw into smoothies. I haven't gotten the organic Brussels sprouts from Costco in a while. I think this is a different brand than I've had in the past. These are fantastic in the air fryer. They're really good. Putting them just in the air fryer, I don't know, it does something. It changes the flavor somehow. They're really good. I haven't gotten turnips in a while, so I went ahead and got some turnips. And I also got a head of green cabbage and my boy Savoy, of course. Radishes for my air fryer as well. And I also decided to give daikon a whirl this week. I always see it and they seem to have a good supply of it this week. So I went ahead and got some. I'm wondering if I can just slice it up and perhaps put it in the air fryer, similar to how I do the regular radishes. I'm sure I could just put it in my Kosari slow cooker soups that I mambo combo. I also got more of the Oppo squash. I really enjoy these. They're quite good. More passion fruits. Warning, these are pricey. I get them, they're my little luxury, but if you're like, oh, I think I'll spring for some of those, they're very expensive. Yeah, instead of getting my nails done, I get these. I also got kumquats. Again, these are fantastic. They're not too expensive. Many people here have kumquat trees in their yard, in fact, and they probably are like, I can't believe she's buying those. They're like a dime a dozen. And then I also got 2 cans of the no salt cut green beans. They've been out of the French cut lately, and that saddens me because that is my favorite canned green bean variety. Anyways, I also got a large container of the Silk unsweetened almond milk vanilla flavor. And then I like to strike these long reach green light diamond matches extra thick. This sedated Labrador here. These are great for lighting candles, and I just love the sound of striking a match. I'm almost out of them, and so I didn't want to be without them. I went ahead and got another box. But yeah, that is everything that I got at KROGER and Costco this week. But anyways, I'm going to put all of this away, and I'm going to conclude the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.